What's going on, y'all? So listen. So the Real Housewives of New Jersey came back on tonight. I don't know why they changed it to Wednesday night, bitch. Somebody gonna say because when November, the Housewives of Atlanta come on. Okay, and put that on after Housewives like they used to do with the other shows. Come on now, get them ratings and shit. Okay, I'm not gonna be long because this episode really wasn't much. And this is going to determine, depending on y'all comments or whatever, if you want me to continue with the season. Because if not, I'll just drop it. But Danielle Stubbs is back, okay? And that's the only reason why I'm really trying to look at this season. Because other than that, it seems like the same old shit. I'm just trying to see, when I seen the preview, and we saw that big old scene where they start fighting in the restaurant. And it looked like Teresa was kind of on Danielle's side. So I'm like, wait a minute, did they click up? So that explains a lot of stuff that was going on in this episode. I felt a little bad, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. We got Dolores. She's worried about her son and her husband, her ex-husband coming back to live with her because he's having issues with his girlfriend. And this is the first time in 18 years that her son is living in the house with the father. So, she's worried about that. She opened up a new gym. Siggy doing her speaking engagements and stuff and her new books. And who else is on here? Siggy has a new friend named Margaret. One thing that Siggy is also dealing with is the fact that her husband wants her to cut back on, working, meeting engagements and stuff like that. Melissa, so she's conflicted about that, and she do talk to the girls about it. And every time, I don't know, with Siggy is loud as shit. But every time she started talking to the girls about it, I don't know if she was genuinely trying to get sympathy from them. Was she faking them tears or whatever? It just seemed really fake to me. But to each his own. Whatever you do, if that's how you feel. That's how you feel. Melissa finally got her store Envy to be her own store. Okay, last season she had a partner. And I could tell right then and there last season that partnership wasn't going to work out. They were going in two different directions, and that's exactly what Melissa said. And then the bitch just took the clothes and all that shit, just yanked them out the store, left the store bald-headed, okay, and took all the stuff over there to Kim D's place. I said, that's a shiesty-ass bitch. That bitch was shiesty from the beginning, okay? You don't do no shit like that. Because we don't work out, I'm going to go to your enemy. All right, and I understand you can't stop me from making money or whatever, but just to move the way that she did, it just seemed really, really shady. Okay, you mean to tell me that was the only person in Jersey that you could go to? Right. She did that shit to spite her. Okay, she got that going herself, and it's busy. Everything's working good. Dealing with the kids. Let me just tell y'all this: those kids. I mean, this is season 8. They have literally grown up on TV. Gia is 16 years old. Melania is 11 years old. Antonia, she probably 10, 11, 12, same age like around with Melania. Bitch, I said Antonia, she like a damn little preteen. Now it's just, oh my God, them kids are just getting so. I said, bitch, I'm getting old as fuck. And I had to remember this is season 8. Okay, I remember when they was like really, really down here. But it's nice to see the kids. Adriana is 7 years old. I said, fuck. She was a baby on here when she damn, I'm old as shit. I just aged myself. But anyway, it was nice to see the kids. And okay. But it was also, a sad episode for the most part with Teresa. Because when they start, Teresa and Joe Gorga, when they start the episode off, we know that Joe Giudice, he's still in jail. He served 1 year. I think he got a couple of years left. And she has to deal with that. She has to keep control of the household, the finances, and keeping everything running while he's gone. She's the only one making an income, plus watching 4 kids. And then all of a sudden, her mother gets sick. She gets sick with pneumonia. She was in the hospital for, I think, like 2 months or so. And she passes away. Like, the mother knew she wasn't coming out that hospital. And that was the saddest part. Sometimes people know when it's over. People know when they're ready to go. And It just reminded me of when my uncle passed away, and my mama was telling me because she had the last time that she saw him, you know, he had like a peaceful look after all the pain that he was in. He just had a peaceful look over him, like he was just ready. And then the next morning, he passed away. I was just like, oh my God, it was just bringing a lot of emotions back. And, you know, finally seeing Teresa in a vulnerable state where she's really calm, but she's also feeling. And, you know, it was very relatable to anybody who has lost someone that was very close to them, especially a parent like that. And I really do appreciate the fact that Melissa was there for her. And we don't see no drama between them two yet, okay? Because I'm pretty sure something gonna pop off in the middle of the season. But you know, they was crying and shit. I'm sitting here like, when the part that got me, okay, when I seen the daddy come, and you know, they was talking about how the daddy just want to sell the house because every time he comes into the house, it reminds him of his wife, and how, you know, Melissa was saying how much he keeps saying how he loves her, and she never seen somebody that, you know, speaks so highly of their spouse and loves them so much, and you know, the way that he was looking when he was just sitting there on that couch, oh my God, it just took me out. And then when they went, you know, Siggy suggested that they go to Boca. Okay, Boca Raton, Florida, where she's from. Siggy is a fucking mess, all right? That girl is on 10 always, all right? I couldn't be friends with her. I could be associate, but I can only deal with her. No, let me say that. She'd be that type of friend that I only deal with in doses. If the occasion calls for you to be loud and, you know, so energetic and stuff, that's the bitch you bring, okay? But other than that, you know, I'm gonna have to take you in doses, boo, okay? Because she was excited, so I'm gonna give her a pass on that. You know, she obviously knew everybody. She was coming back to her old restaurant, and she was just, I ain't never seen nobody go in no restaurant and do no shit like that. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm back. Oh my God, my favorite restaurant. Wendy, Phil, you, all my friends. I said, oh my God, calm down. And they was obliging her. I said, oh no, y'all adding on to it. But it was cute to see her in her little element. And, you know, she just wanted to show the girls a good time. Next thing we found out before they go on the trip, and they wanted to go on the trip so everybody can get away, especially for Teresa, because she hasn't been away because of the whole thing that happened with the you know, jail sentence. She being on probation, she couldn't leave, and now that's a little bit lenient, a little bit more lenient. She can move around a little bit more, and she just needs a break. So that was really nice of Siggy to suggest that. And, you know, her friend Margaret, we found out that, you know, she has her own little clothing line, empire, whatever, shoes, all this stuff. And, you know, she works in her house and she wears the pigtails. And she met her husband when both of them were in relationships, and relationships that were coming to an end. And, you know, I think it's going to be some drama between her and people, you know, so I'm just going to watch and see how that plays out. We found out that Danielle and Teresa, you know, they actually kind of cool. Teresa reached out to Danielle, you know, we seen the infamous prostitution whore. That was the fucking best. I don't give a shit what nobody say. Let me tell y'all something. When I first saw that, and then she flipped that table, bitch, and when they was about to really start boxing up in there, and then Joe had to pull her back, do you know, they was turned on. They was turned on, because, bitch, I would have been too. I was like, come on, let's go do this shit, okay? That was kind of, bitch, that's just how my mind works. Don't judge me. I'm just seeing what it is. But I said, Teresa, it's a big girl of her to go back and say, you know, we never really had any issue. I just never really gave her a chance, okay? And so now she's giving her a chance, and especially after that question that was brought up at the reunion about how, you know, you shouldn't be judging the kids or failing, some shit that happened. I was like, that's true. That was true. She reached out to Danielle, which surprised me after everything that was going on. They've been, you know, doing things together and going to yoga, going to spas, and, you know, she's been talking to her on the phone, and you know, what else she been doing? She said Danielle been asking about her mom ever since before she got sick, when she got sick. She knew about her passing, and she sent flowers, and, you know, she sent a lot of stuff. I was like, okay, I can see that. Now, see, they probably would have had a good relationship if they gave her a chance, but they was digging in her past, and they found out a whole bunch of shit. I was like, damn, Danielle, how you gonna come back from this shit? Okay. But come to find out, she was invited to the trip. I don't like the way that they edit this. Before it went on commercial, they was after they came back from the restaurant, everybody was waking up in the morning. You know, Dolores is dealing with the fact that her son didn't fill out and send off his applications to college yet. Okay, and y'all know it's always a deadline, and them applications are not free. They're like $25 and up. Okay, for an application, and you just sitting there on that stuff. I mean, they got the money, but damn, shit, you don't do no stuff like that. Um, so they sitting there eating drink and trying to recover from the night before. Then all of a sudden Danielle come there, and the way that they made it seem as if Danielle popped up out of the blue. Nobody asked her to come there, and she just sat down and said, "I need a martini, I need this, a mimosa." I said, "Wait a minute, where the fuck Danielle come from? Did she just pop up?" And then it went on commercial break, cause then you know how they had to make it look like people looking like, "What the fuck is she doing here?" Come back from the commercial break, they played a full scene. Everybody was happy to see her. Everybody already knew her and had interaction with her. You know, a week ago, she invited Teresa somewhere, and she told her, "You can invite the girls," and, you know, everybody was cool with her. So I said, I hate the way that they edited that, okay? Because I was about to go in like, bitch, you just popped the fuck up. You starting off on a bad foot already. But no, everybody was cool with her. Dolores is the only one like, you know, hopefully everything is okay. But am I the only one that's thinking this is not good to have Danielle back? Like, she kind of cuckoo. We just don't know. But they started talking about Kim D and them two bodies that they found in that car. I remember that story. She thought it was her son, but eventually, and fortunately, it was not. So that was good. Even though I can't stand Kim D, that was good that she didn't lose her son. So we're gonna let that go. But other than that, they had a good time. The next night, you know, later that night, they had Melissa's birthday party. They was all talking, getting drunk, and Melissa and Teresa was, you know, just having fun, reliving old times and the bachelor party story and all that shit. And then next thing you know, Siggy brings out the cake. Siggy brought out that cake, bitch. And she was like, "Oh my God, I got this as a surprise, you know, this the banner, it's the background in your store and all this shit." Now, everybody is drunk at this point. And I understand that Siggy is pissed off over this, but Melissa and Teresa was playing around, and Teresa threw a piece of cake at Melissa. Melissa threw cake back, and Teresa took the whole bottom cake and just threw that shit at her, the plate and all. And you know, Siggy is pissed off, and I was like, "Oh, girl, calm down, calm down." But it's because I guess she spent her money on it. I was like, well, I mean, it's a gift, so I get it. But then I'm like, girl, as long as they having a good time, I wouldn't even care. You got the money to replace it. It's the thought that counts. She appreciated it, but they was just having a fun time, and they was drunk. So, but I can understand being a little bit upset. But then again, it's her birthday. Let her do what she want to do. They're just playing around. Margaret told her to calm the fuck down, and she said, "Go fuck yourself." I said, "Damn it, Siggy, I ain't never hear her say no shit like that." She was like, "Real classy, bitches, real classy." I said, "Fuck, Siggy is actually mad." She was pissed. But, you know, that was the episode. I will say what I was trying to get to earlier. One of the saddest parts of the episode was when they was on the boat and they was getting ready to go to Melissa's little birthday dinner, and Teresa got a FaceTime call from Adriana, and she was just saying how she missed her grandmama and she want her back, and oh my God, she was crying and everything. I was just sitting here like, you know, Teresa handled that well, because bitch, I would have been bawling too, okay? Like, baby, I know, like, oh my God, I miss her too. But you know, you the parent, you gotta stay strong. And you know, I just my thoughts and prayers go out to the family for that. But you know, they started us off cute. I know some drama gonna come, and I hope it's not dull, forced, and stupid drama like it was last season. Cause last season, y'all know I really wasn't here for it. I got real bored and tired with it. Them reviews was like 5 minutes or less at one point, you know. So hopefully this season they can be like 15 minutes or more, you know. But if we have to go that route, we'll go that route. Like I said at the beginning, y'all tell me if y'all want me to continue with the season. If not, I'll leave it alone. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. It's based on y'all. And I will see you guys later on today for Queen Sugar. Peace.